Hello learners, in this lecture we are going to see the railing components in Revit. Okay, so let's get started. So you can find the railing tool above the stair and ramp here under the circulation panel, okay, and in the architectural tab. So railing, you have two options, that is either to sketch the railing or place it on stair and ramp. Okay, you can place the stair railing on either the stair or ramp. Okay, so or you can have the railing path sketched. Okay, so there are two methods of modeling the railing. So let's check a quicker one. So let's try placing the railing on the ramp and stair. Okay, so go to railing, check on the drop down here, place on uh, stair and ramp. So it's asking the position for the railing placement, so whether we have to place the railing on the treads or the stringers. So for now we have the treads, so just select the staircase here, and you can see the railings are now placed on the staircase automatically. Similarly, we can have the railings placed on the ramps. So go to the railings, place on the ramp, okay, and select the ramp. As you can see, the railing is auto hosted to the existing ramp and stairs as well. Okay, so in this way you can have the railings placed on either a stair or ramp as desired. Okay, so if you don't want any of the side railings, you can have them deleted. So if I don't want this part of railing, so I can delete it. Okay, I want only the railing to be present on the inner side, so I can keep it. Okay, so in this way you can have the railings modified as well, or delete the unwanted railings. So now let's check railings in more detail, that is all the properties and parameters that are dealing with the railings. So let's go to level 0, and simply I will just sketch a simple rail in order to demonstrate the process. So we have the drawing tools similar to all we have seen in walls, floors, etc. So we can sketch the path using all these available tools. Then we have the type of railing to be used. So here we have 900 mm pipe, 900 mm and 1100 mm and glass panel bottom fill railing types. Okay, these are all the railing types available. So let's go ahead with 900 mm pipe, and we have to select the base offset. For now we are working in level 0. So the base level is level 0. If you want any offset, you can set it, and if you want the offset from path to be set to some value, you can have it here. Let's go by default values, and for now I'll just create a single railing piece. Okay, you can see here, then click on OK. If you go to 3D, you can check this part of railing is now created as you have sketched it in a straight line. Okay, so I'll go to level 0 again. Let's take a section here, reduce the scale here. Okay, so go to view, we have our railing in this manner. So now let's go to the edit type properties, and from here we have the family is railing, and these are the types as we have seen previously. So we are going ahead with the 900 mm pipe. So here we have the construction details, that is the details about the top rail, handrail, balusters and posts, etc. So all the data related to those elements is here. Okay, so now let's move ahead. Now let's check the rail structure. Okay, so if you just go to edit, you can check there are 4 railings present. Okay, so now if you preview, there are 4 railings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the heights. Okay, now if you select any of the railing, you can see it's highlighted in the preview. Okay, and the distance is measured from the bottom. Okay, so railing 4 is at 100, railing 3 is at 300 mm, and railing 2 is at 500 mm, and railing 1 is at 700 mm, and the top rail is at 900 mm, as the height is specified to 900 mm. So if you want to delete anything, you can just remove it. If you don't want any other railings or unwanted things, you can just check it. Okay, so for now there are only 2 railings that are present. So if I just go and click apply, okay, so you can change the notice. You can notice the change, sorry. Here you can see rail 1 is here, rail 2 is here. You can change the relative distance as well. So I want the railing 2 at 300 mm from bottom and railing 1 at 600 mm. Now hit apply, you can notice the change. In this way, you can have the rails positioned, and you can even check for the offset. For now, the offset is 0. If I make it 50, 50 and hit apply, you can see the rail profiles are shifted 50 mm to the right side with respect to the center. So if I give a negative 50 to the bottom one and hit apply, you can notice the difference. You can see the rails are now shifted by 50 mm on the either side. So if I just make it 0 again and hit apply, you can notice they are now centrally placed with respect to the railing path. Okay, so in this way, the offset function works. And we have profiles as well. So if you want to change the profile, for now it's a circular 30 mm. So if you want to change to anything that is elliptical 30-40 mm, so you can change it. You can change both, or you can change any single one as per your requirement. Okay, for now, I have kept the rail 1 as elliptical shape and the rail 2 is circular profile shape, as you can see here. So hit apply. So let's keep it back to 30 mm, hit apply. So in this way, you can have the profile change. Even you can apply different material to both the rails, okay, differently. Okay, from here, you can have the material applied. So in this way, we can adjust the rails data. If you want to increase it, decrease it, so you can do it from here. So if you want to increase it, so let's insert, it inserts, you can move it up, down. So I want rail 3 at 100 mm, okay, and it should be circular 40, apply. So you can see another rail is now added, rail 3 at distance of, that is height of 100 mm from bottom, and we have the profile, and we can adjust the all the parameters like we have seen for rail 1 and rail 3. Okay, so for now, no need of rail 3 here, so we'll just delete it, hit apply. Okay, so we'll go ahead with 2 rails only. Then we will go to the baluster placement. So click on edit. So we have the baluster placement data, and you can check the preview as well. So the central one is the baluster, and the end elements are the posts. Okay, these are the posts, and there is the balusters are the intermediate ones. Okay, so you can change the baluster family, that is the profile. For now, it's around 25 mm. So if you want a square one, so you can have it square and hit apply, and you can change. You can notice the changes that are happening. Okay, so we have changed it to a square 25 mm profile, and you can change the host as well. So for now, host is the base. Okay, and if you want to change the base here, you can change it to anything. So if you want to keep the base as rail 2, hit apply. You can see the baluster is now moved up. That is, the base of the baluster is now moved up. First, it was the host, that is the stair or the ramp it's resting on, or maybe the floor, and now it's changed to rail 2. Okay, if I change it to rail 1, the baluster base of the baluster will be changed or aligned to the uh, rail 1 here. So hit apply, you can see the change here. Okay, now let's keep it back to host. Okay, so in this way I can adjust the baluster height as well. Okay, so here, as we have the top, as we have changed the base, we have similar changes to make for the top as well. So top is top rail element. So if you don't want the top here, you can change it anyhow. So if I want my baluster top to be present here, so I can use the rail 1 here and apply. So it's changing. Okay, so if I want to extend my baluster by 200 mm beyond the rail 1, you can do that as well. So here I will enter 200 mm, apply. So now you can see my baluster is now extending by 200 mm with respect to the rail 1. Okay, this is the rail 1, this is the rail 2, as we have seen previously. You can adjust these parameters likewise. Okay, so if you want the similar things to be present for the base, you can do that as well. 200 up. So you can see the baluster is now lifted 200 mm up from the host. Okay, if you want it as 0, you can set it back, hit apply. Okay, so in this way you can adjust the baluster base and top offsets. Okay, and we have the distance of distance between intermediate balusters. Now it's set to 1000 mm. You can have it, and similarly the offset that we have seen for the rail as well. So for now it's 0. If I make it 50, hit apply. Now notice the change. The baluster is now moved by 50 mm with respect to the rail profile. So if I go for negative 50, it would be shifted to right hand side. Okay, so if I want it to be centrally placed, go for 0, apply, and in this way the baluster is now aligned back to its original position with respect to the rail path. Okay, so go to baluster placement again. Okay, so in this way you can have the baluster setting adjusted. So by mistake I have pressed the escape, so instead of saving everything, it's now turned back. So just make the changes once more, hit apply. Okay, regarding the railing, we will change it back later. So now regarding the post, you can set the post profiles as well. For the start and end post, we'll just have the square profiles of 25 mm, and the mid one, that is the corner post, also we'll set it to 25 mm square. Similarly, all the data that we have seen for the baluster is same for the corner post as well. So the base is aligned to the host, that is the corner post will rest on the host it's selected to. Okay, so you have the base offset. If you want the offset to be changed, you can change it from here, and the top of the post to be extended up to the top rail or any of the desired rail that you want, as you have seen in the case of balusters. Okay, and we have the spacing and the offset likewise. Okay, so now hit apply. Okay, go here. I don't want any extra rails. I want this to be printed 300 mm and this to be at 600 mm. Apply. Okay, so my overall railing will look something like this. Okay, so now let's move ahead, and here we have the top rail. Okay, the height is 900 mm, and so this is the top rail and the height is 900 mm. So, and the profile is 40 mm circular. So if you don't want this profile, you can change it from here, elliptical, apply. Okay, so now you can see the top rail profile is now changed to elliptical 40 mm by 30 mm. So in this way you can modify your railing. So when I hit OK, then my railing is looking something like this in 3D. You can check. Okay, so as I extend or edit my path beyond this one, okay, for example, I'll keep it at random length. Notice the baluster placements are at 1000 mm with respect to each other, as we have seen in the settings part. Okay, so in this way our overall railing will look like. So when you go for edit type again, select the railing edit type, then we have a couple of more options for handrails. Okay, so when you can see here, there is handrail 1 and handrail 2. Now let's, for now it's set to none. So if I want to change it, you can change it from here. So I want the pipe mounted. So you can change the default joining, whether you want it miter or fillet one. Okay, so let's keep all the parameters as it is for now. So we have the hand clearance as 40 mm, height is 900 mm, you can change it. And profile is circular for now, circular 30 mm for now. If you want, you can change it to square 20 mm. Okay, you can change the material. And for now, let's keep the extension to none. We'll check it in sometime shortly. Okay, and the supports that are used for placing the pipe wall mounted, okay, thing is the family is the standard one support. Okay, and the distance is fixed 1200 mm spacing with 1200 mm spacing. Okay, so now let's hit apply. Okay, edit position. For now, we have set the position to none, so it was not visible. So I check the position left, apply. Okay, you can see the supports are placed, and you can see the handrail present here, but it's in the opposite direction. Okay, like the supports would be placed to the wall, and the handrails are supported on the support. Okay, so as there is no wall here, it's looking a bit odd. But when there would be a wall here, the supports would be flushed with the wall, and the handrails are supported by these supports. Okay, so let's go to edit again. So in this way, we can have the handrail. So if you want it to be present on left side, right side, or both sides, you can have it likewise. Apply. Okay. So in this way, you can have the handrail model. Okay. So now let's go to edit type again. So for now, like we have seen there, we have selected the extension for to be none. Now let's check next what is the extension. Okay, so when you check when you click on the type that is required for the handrail, you get these types of properties here popped up. So previously we have seen this one. So now let's check the extension part. So currently the extension is set to none. So if you want the extension of the railing from railing to any of the parameters, or that is the wall, floor, or the post, you can set it. So for now we just check the post. Okay, and length is 200 for now. Okay, extension and top. So if you want the extension at start at the bottom, you can select the at the end, you can select it. Okay, and you can set it as standard and click apply, click OK. Notice you will check the uh, extensions that are forming here. Okay, so if I change the extension style, for now it was extending to the post instead of post. If I select the floor, and here also if I select the floor and hit apply, you can see it's extending to the floor below. Okay, similarly you can have it set to wall, that it's adjoining wall. Okay, wall, apply. Okay, so if there is any adjoining wall here, the extension would go and will be flushed with the adjoining wall. Okay, so in this way we can have the extension of the railing beyond the railing geometry. Okay, this is the extension. Hit apply, hit OK, and you can see the similar changes are now applied in our railing family. Okay, and if you want any other baluster or post in between, okay, for example, if you need a post or baluster in between, you can have the use of split element, and you can split, you can just edit path and you can just split it in between. So for now we were having three balusters in between and two posts. So whenever you split the path in two parts, you can have additional post created. So let's check. Now you can see where you have split the path, you can see there is additional post created. Okay, so you have balusters and additional posts. So whenever you require an additional post, you can have the split command used, and you can create the post wherever required. So in this way, you can model the railing and explore all the alternatives associated with it. Thank you for watching.